Back to where we left off before. Load game. So this is right at the beginning of Act 2. Ah! Eh? Oh, let me make sure. Okay, everything looks good. Perfect. Oh. It wasn't real. It wasn't real, Killen. Pull yourself together, man. Gosh darn it. Calm. Calm. I pull the covers off me, turn to get my feet onto the ground, and pinch the bridge of my nose. Ugh. My head feels like it's about to explode. I'll probably have to take some painkillers or something. Oh, my man's had a nightmare. Oh no. And I'm in desperate need of some water. I hear that. That's why I got water beside me. Guess I'll have to get up then. I slowly stand from where I was sitting and head to open the bedroom door. I stop for a moment, noticing my clothes from the night before lying in front of me. I reach down and pick them up. Might as well bring these down for the wash. I wonder what Natsuki will be doing. As soon as I exit the room, my stomach growls like a wild animal. Probably because the last thing I ate was a bag of chips. We really need to get some groceries today. Yeah, man, I need to go do some grocery shopping myself. My legs quiver as I attempt to walk down the stairs. Oh, look at this. This is a nice little living room here. I like this in the daytime. It's cool. As I reach the bottom, a certain pink-haired girl catches my eye, laying on one of the living room couches. Hey. Hi. Her bruise, despite being glaringly noticeable, has healed somewhat, though not by much. I guess it looks a little bit smaller, but I guess that's not saying much. Actually, hold on, let me turn up the... I'm gonna turn up the music a bit. That should be better. Let me know if the music... Let me know how the music sounds. Is it good? Is it bad? Let me know. As for herself, she looks like she's trying not to nod off to sleep. What you got there? Some clothes for the washing machine. You got anything that needs to go in too? I might have some, yeah. I'll grab them in a bit. Cool. So, you came down here. Is there something up with the spare room, or... Natsuki yawns, stretching her arms past her head momentarily. No. I was hoping to see if there was something I could put on the TV. Some background noise, I feel. But there's never anything good on. Yeah, that's why I stopped watching TV years ago. And, well, I just kind of stuck around. Because you already started melting into the couch? Heh, yeah. Maybe a little bit. She sluggishly outstretches her arms once more. Before you ask, no, I haven't slept. Well, I got a bit. Like, half an hour. But that's hardly. Do you want to talk about it? No need. I think you can already guess. Yeah. She had nightmares about Papa. Fun. Dubious on how to comfort her, I hesitantly place a hand on her shoulder. She looks up at me and smiles weakly. We stay like this for a minute or two, no words exchanged between us. We're too enveloped in each other's company to do anything but savor the moment. Oh, that's nice, you two are building a bond together. I mean, I guess more of a bond than you could already have to take someone out of their house and put them up in your house, right? Before long, though, Natsuki speaks up. I'm still trying to process this, you know? I know I've already said it, but it's just so surreal to me. You just asked me for clothes to put in a washing machine like it's the most natural thing in the world. Like, I already live here. She sits up, swinging her legs off the couch to right herself. Well, you do. I know, that's the weird part. But hey, since I might as well chip in with the chores, right? So, I'll take care of the dirty clothes. You sure? I'm perfectly fine, just... I'm sure. I want to help out. Well, that's relieving to hear. Oh, that's nice. Natsuki doesn't want to be a freeloader. She actually wants to contribute. Just put them down by here or something. She motions toward the coffee table. I'll go get my load, then get them all in the machine. Sound good? Sounds good to me. I dumped the dirty clothes on the table. She stretches out to grab the television remote from the table and turns it on. But the TV was already on though. Pushing the home button, she opens the eponymous tab, checking the time. I've never seen that word before. I'll have to look up what that means. Just 10:30. Dad had gone straight to work at like 7. He doesn't usually check on me in the mornings, so he may not know yet. Well, that's a relief. Yeah. As for later... Crap, I don't know. Guess I'll have to do as he said. Just wait it out. Yeah. So maybe we should... Kill him, what are you still doing here? She's like, Kill him, what are you still doing here? She's like, Kill him, what are you still doing here? Oh my... And Sarah's like, oh my god, it's Natsuki. Like, oh my gosh, Natsuki. What the heck happened to you? It's a long story, Sayori. I don't know if it's really worth getting into right now. What are you doing here? Sayori, please calm down. It's a long story. Natsuki looks toward me for guidance while Sayori's fixated on her eye. I could tell what she's thinking. Bullshit excuse or tell the truth? Before I get the chance to respond, Natsuki seemingly makes up her mind, sighing. Okay, Sayori. You can tell absolutely no one about this. Not Monica, or Yuri, or your parents, or anyone else. Please. Oh, okay. It's... my dad. Last night, we got into an argument. Something trivial. I think it was about the TV remote or something. I called him up. I probably shouldn't repeat that. And he threw the remote at me. Hit me square in the eye. Sorry, don't take it the wrong way. He'd never lay a finger on me before. Really? Okay, see, Natsuki's covering for her dad, and I'm like, I get it, but that's not okay. He just freaked out, I guess. But I guess this is to not make Sayori freak out even more than she's already freaking out right now, so. I mean, I still wasn't gonna take a second more of that shit, so I came here. And Killen's, well, he's been kind enough to let me crash here for a while. Until the dust settles, I guess. Okay, then. Her eye pleads with me to go along with the story. No choice but to get caught up in the lie. Sayori stands shocked, utterly speechless in the face of this new information. Sayori lets out a small chuckle in an attempt to diffuse the tension, but does little to quell her concern. Naturally, because Sayori's like, why is she here? Why does she look like this? What the hell is going on? All valid questions, mind you. Natsuki. Sayori's eyes dart between Natsuki and I, trying to fully comprehend what she just heard. She reaches out to put a hand on Natsuki's shoulder, but Natsuki flinches. Sayori yanks her hand back. She opens her mouth to say something, but can't get any words out. Oh, this is pretty sad. What's Sayori supposed to do? This is a lot for her. The silence is unbearable. I feel myself tensing up. Uh-oh, we're about to have another panic attack. My heart is racing. Finally, Natsuki ends the silence. So, yeah. Natsuki trails off, and I have nothing else to say. Not. Sayori brings Natsuki into a close hug. Natsuki winces a bit, but returns the embrace. I'm so sorry. I'm glad you stood up for yourself. Well, I wasn't gonna lay down and accept it now, was I? Yeah, talk big now. Talk big now. while you're here, and we went out of our way to do this for you. Sayori lets go of Natsuki and sighs.
Yeah. I'm sorry that I just walked right in.
It's not your fault. Anyone would want an explanation seeing me like this. It's why I'm avoiding school today. Last thing I want is for others to worry.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
Sayori's voice trails off as her dejected eyes look to me, and she's like, "Okay, I loved you, but you had another girl in your place. Why, Killen? Why'd you do this to me?" And I'm like, "Sayori, look, it's not what you think. There's no funny business that has happened here, Sayori. I swear." It's obvious that she feels helpless to do anything for Natsuki. I step in and try to help give her some peace of mind. Natsuki is safe, and right now, that's all that matters. If anything happens, you'll be the first to know. Sayori's expression softens as some of her worry dissipates.
Promise?
I promise. We won't keep you in the dark. A sigh of relief escapes her. But again, no one else can know about this.
I know, Killen. I won't tell a soul.
Thank you, Sayori. That means a lot.
If you guys ever need anything, I'm always ready to help.
For a brief moment, she flashed a sincere smile before turning back towards the door.
I'm really sorry, but I have to go to school. I, missed my first lesson, so...
Oh, yeah, of course.
Well, I'll see you guys later.
Alright, Sayori. See you later. Sayori dashes out of the front door, closing it gently on the way out. It's nice to see more of Sayori this time around, I must say. Natsuki. What exactly was that?
What do you mean, what was that?
The... lie? You said he only hurt you once.
Obviously, I wasn't going to tell her the whole story. And I didn't exactly have the time to come up with a better excuse. And on that note, why the hell did she just walk in?
It's a neighbor thing. I should have warned you about it. Sorry. And she's like, well, it's too late now. Past is already passed.
It's fine, I guess.
Why didn't you just tell her the whole story?
The same reason I've never told anyone else. Don't get me wrong, Killen, I love them. But I don't trust them not to see me as some frail, abused, sad little girl.
Well, I mean, you have to give them an opportunity to try. I mean, surely these are some of the most understanding people you've ever had in your life. And this guy didn't see you as a frail, abused, sad little girl. Well, at least not to the extent you're thinking of. You thought about it a little bit. But you never know, Natsuki.
So what? It's like, so why? You're different, Killen. You actually... never mind.
An awkward silence falls between us. Neither of us know how to continue the conversation. Natsuki averts her gaze, taking a seat back on the couch. Unsure what to do with myself, I consider sitting myself down next to her. Another minute of uncomfortable silence follows.
I already regret lying.
You did what you thought was right. I'm sure Sayori would understand. Out of anyone, I think she'd know the least. I think she know at least a little of how it feels. Having a secret that you can't tell anyone about, no matter how much it hurts you.
I guess. You sure she won't tell anyone?
Well, we've been friends since we were little kids. You know how she could be sometimes, but I like to think she's smarter than she lets on. Safe to say, I trust her with my life.
Yeah, with how much she talked about you at the club, I figured you've known each other for a while.
I mean, she does live just next door. That's how I first met, when I moved in.
Oh yeah, she mentioned that once.
I chuckle a bit, shaking my head. Should have known.
She was talking about how, when you first moved here, you were scared of her. And eventually she managed to coerce you into becoming her friend.
Natsuki seems to try and hold back a laugh. Yes. Laugh at my expense. Of course. Although when it's at the fact that I was scared of Natsuki of all scared of Sayori of all people, or the look on my face remains to be seen. Did she happen to tell you why I was scared?
I don't know. I can't remember everything she said.
Okay then, I'll tell you. When we arrived at our new house, just as I looked out the car window to see it for the first time, I saw her face damn near pressed against the window. It gave me quite a scare, as you'd imagine. I'd like to think it gave both our parents a shock as well. But afterwards, I spent days not going outside because I knew she was waiting for me. She's like a freaking stalker in a movie. It's like the camera's on you, then the camera pans and like a little to the side, and then you see it right there. She's like, "Hi!" And you're like, "Ah!" Or it's like when you're in the bathroom, your medicine cabinet is like slightly ajar, and then you close it, and then Sayori's right there in the mirror. You're like, "Ah!" That's what I'm thinking about here. I don't think a single day went by in that period of time where she didn't try to visit us. It definitely didn't help that she lived so close. So yeah, she pretty much held me hostage into becoming her friend. I guess nothing's really changed after all.
I guess so. That must have been a nightmare.
I cover my face with my hands and try to hide the embarrassment. Tell me about it. Oh, there was also this time she tricked me into getting a scary movie to watch while her parents were asleep. She told me it was a comedy. Yes. Safe to say, I didn't sleep that night.
Damn, I never imagined Sayori would be the kind of person to do that.
Trust me, she's more cunning than she looks. Sayori seems like the kind of person to be a practical joker. And she could hide it behind her cutesy, airhead persona.
Hey, by the way...
Oh wait, this one's better. In our old school, there's this big science fair they held every year. And this wasn't your ordinary science fair either. It had a ton of really cool prizes. But the one everyone wanted was this really cool electric racetrack. But out of all the kids, I think I wanted it more than anyone. The thing is though, you have to get first place to win it. So I tried harder and harder every year until eventually, I got second place. The next year, I was determined to get it. But I saw that Sarah was having a lot of trouble with it, and eventually she asked me if I could help her. Truth be told, I kind of felt bad about seeing her like that, so I dropped everything and helped her out. We agreed that I wasn't going to do all the work for her, and she would put in most of the effort. However, I promised I would always be there for when she needs me. So we worked on the project every day after school for weeks. But I was always there in case she ever asked for help. By the time the science fair was right around the corner, she had finished an elaborate project on how air pollution affects the planet. She ended up getting third place. And I think you guessed by now, but no, I didn't get past the researching stage for my project. Honestly, I don't care. I was really proud of her. So were her parents. So, you know, looking back at it now, and they established that they all these fond memories together, I'm getting a much better idea of the level of trauma he would have felt seeing Sayori at the very beginning of this mod. So if you guys didn't get a chance to see that, I highly recommend you watch the first stream I did to see Act 1 and how Killen felt when he walked in on Sayori the day of the festival. Also, by the way, I have a Discord server now. You can check the link you can check the description of this live stream to for the Discord invite, and you guys could come and join, and we could talk about exit music and what you guys think about it. Should be a fun time. She felt so bad about how I didn't get to do my own project that she still sometimes apologizes for it today. And while, yeah, I only did it for the racetrack setup until that point, I think helping out Sayori really woke me up to the fact that I really like learning about that stuff. Hell, sciences are pretty much the only subject I still somewhat enjoy doing. Same here, dude. I feel that 110%. And I pretty much owe it all to her. Yeah. That was a pretty good day. My face immediately goes red. I only just now realized how much I've been talking nonstop.
Wow. That was one hell of a story.
Yeah. Sorry about that. I got a little carried away.
Oh, don't worry. You're not as bad as Yuri. At least you can make the things you talk about interesting.
Damn, son. I laugh at that remark. Whatever you say.
That does sound nice, though.
Eh?
You know, having that strong of a friendship with someone.
I mean, yeah, but why are you saying it like that?
Because I never had a friendship like that.
She fidgets in her seat a little.
I never had many friends growing up. Dad was Dad. The club is the closest thing to a group of friends I've had in years. Even then, I had to bullshit him a little to go to Monica's house. She had a party there a month or so back. Said it was some club assignment. Looking back, I'm surprised he bought it. I just wanted friends, you know?
I put my arm around her shoulder.
But in a way, you're my best friend.
Oh man, they're really setting up the end of this mod. Oh man. Ooh. They're really setting up the gut punch we're gonna get at the end of this mod.
You're still a dumbass, though.
Hey! Noski smirks and giggles.
Toss me the remote. Hopefully there's something watchable on.
I take it you're not hungry? She shakes her head.
I'm good for now. I'll help you cook a nice dinner tonight. How's that?
Noski turns on the TV and starts flipping through channels. Fine by me. My cooking's not the greatest. Nor my baking. Remember those cupcakes?
Good God, yeah. You definitely need practice. But you'll get plenty of it. We'll just need the ingredient.
Noski stops abruptly, gazing at the TV screen. Her eyes suddenly light up.
Oh, wow. I haven't seen this in years.
Huh? I glance over at the TV to see what's caught her attention. Vibrantly colored fish swimming through a large tank filled with coral as two teenagers longingly gaze at them from both sides. All accompanied by a mushy love song. What, the movie?
Yeah. I used to love it to death when I was a kid. I watched it all the time.
Also this music though. Really digging this music.
Like, I must have seen it at least twice a week.
Turning back to the TV, we watch on as the scene drags out for over a minute. Endless jump cuts pan to each scene, switching focus from the teens to the fish and back. Shots from inside the fish tank. This? Try as I might, I can't help but let out a groan.
Hey, don't give me that. It might be a little cheesy, but it doesn't mean it's bad. I bet you like some goofy, over-the-top things yourself. Shall we go through your anime collection?
That's not... Okay, fair point.
Come on, give it a chance.
Alright, fine. Only because we like you, Natsuki. I might as well. I take a seat beside her on the couch. Well, this is nice.
See? I told you.
As the closing credits play, I get up from the couch and stretch. Peering at the nearest clock, I notice that a little over 2 hours have passed. Wow, we've really been watching this crap for that long?
Oh, shut up. You were enjoying it. I can see it in your eyes. I can see it in your eyes, angry.
Oh? Seems like you were interested in looking my way than looking at the film you love so much. Shit! He's like, huh, seems like you're more interested in looking at me instead of looking at that movie. And Natsuki's like,
Damn, he caught me.
Natsuki. Embarrassed, Natsuki averts her gaze as her face glows bright red.
I didn't mean it that way. I was just gauging a reaction for the film. God.
I completely believe you.
Whatever. My point stands. You liked it.
Okay. I may have underestimated it. It's certainly got personality. But it's still probably one of the cheesiest things I've ever seen. I mean, the acting was so hammy, it was hard to take seriously. The acting was so hammy. I know it. Never mind.
But that's what makes it fun. Like, yeah, okay, it's a tragedy at heart. But over-the-top acting is what separates the campy scenes from the, well, tragic ones. Like that house party.
I had no idea what was going on throughout most of that scene. It felt so disconnected from the rest of the film.
Well, I couldn't tell you what half the scenes even mean, but they still mean something to me, you know.
And I don't want to take that away from you. It's just not for me, I guess.
Yeah, I guess not.
We both fall silent for a moment, not too sure where to go from here. Trying to look up something, anything to distract from the odd tension in the room, my eyes are drawn to the kitchen door. Hey, you feeling hungry yet? I sure do.
Actually, yeah.
Bacon sandwich sound good?
Sounds good.
I nod, heading into the kitchen. Oh, bacon sandwiches. My sister loves those. I turn towards the refrigerator and yank it open. However, there's no bacon in sight. In fact, there's hardly anything here. Crap. Thinking about it, we're low on nearly everything at the moment. Which actually makes now the perfect time to get groceries. Well, you can't take Natsuki with you because, well, the eye. So, you're gonna have to go by yourself, my G. Hope you're up for that. Hey, Natsuki? She makes her way into the kitchen.
What's up?
There's no bacon here. In fact, we're running pretty low on groceries in general. I've got some bread, maybe a few slices of turkey or something. Unless you want some oats. Natsuki's face twisted disgust. Yeah, I feel that way about oatmeal, Natsuki. My mom loves oatmeal, but I'm like, eh. Did you know that 40% of men prefer bacon over XXX? Is that true, Anon? I didn't. Is that a true statistic? I didn't know that. That's news to me. That's good to know, though. Also, welcome, Anon. I'm glad you're here. Whoop. Uh-oh. There we go. Grouse. Thought so. Means I'm gonna have to head to the store sometime this afternoon. In fact, I should probably just get it out of the way now. You wanna come with? Natsuki gestures to her face, which is exactly what I said earlier. I'm like, she can't go out. It's like a SpongeBob episode. You think I could go out there looking like this? Oh. Right. Sorry. So you'll be fine here?
Yeah. I promise I won't burn down the place. Unless... you wouldn't have any sunglasses, would you? Sounds stupid, but it should do the trick.
I don't think so. Maybe.
Well, I wouldn't mind coming with. If I could cover up my eye.
I could go and take a look. In a book? I know I could find some sunglasses. Mom probably loves her fancy sunglasses lying around. Actually, give me a minute. I rush upstairs into the spare room. It was right under Natsuki's nose the entire time. I head to the cupboards opposite the couch. My eyes dart around, looking for where the sunglasses could be, finally landing on the shoebox at the top of the cupboard. Taking off the lid, I scoured through years worth of junk in the box. Old action figures with stiff joints, broken CDs, video game cartridges from before my time. Finally, at the bottom of the box, I find what I'm looking for. Sari's old sunglasses. She must have left them here years ago. They're a little flashy. It's worth a shot, though. Well, let's see how Natsuki will look with Sari's old sunglasses. I make my way back downstairs, Natsuki waiting for me at the bottom of the stairs.
Any luck?
Actually, yeah. Something tells me they're not your style, though.
Oh, they can't be that bad.
I hand them over to her. Natsuki's like, damn, I stand corrected.
You're kidding.
Come on, just try them on. She's like,
no! These look absolutely ridiculous. Fine.
Natsuki lets out an exaggerated sigh before putting the sunglasses on. Hey, yo! Hey! What? Oh, yo! Yo! Look at Natsuki! Looking like Elton John. No, was this on purpose? I try to keep a straight face, but I can't help but let out a bit of a chuckle. And Natsuki has that I'm going to freaking kill you energy.
Yeah, there's no way in hell I'm wearing these.
But it looks so cute.
Oh, shut up.
Hey, at least they do the job.
I don't care. It's not worth going outside looking like some 70s rock star.
She tosses the sunglasses aside, thankfully landing on the couch. Hey, watch it. The shades aren't mine.
Whose are they?
Oh, there's Sayori's. They're from years ago, though.
Right. Now that you mention it, I definitely get that impression.
Glitz and glam. Glitz and glam, baby. So I take you're not coming with? No! She said she only come if she had sunglasses, and she didn't want to look like Elton John, so...
Yeah, I'll pass. Hey, I'll keep your seat warm.
I let out a chuckle. Anything you want?
Well, since you asked, I do have a sweet tooth.
Same here, Natsuki.
Maybe some chocolate? Don't sweat if you can't, though.
Gotcha. So...
Hang on.
Natsuki rips a square off of kitchen roll.
Hey, Killin, you got a marker?
Yeah, sure. I look around the dinner table to find a marker lying across some crumpled up paper. Oh, great. I never finished that poem for the club. But given the events of last night, I can hardly be blamed for forgetting. Regardless, I grab the marker, toss the paper in the trash, and hand it to Natsuki. Oh, so I'm guessing she's gonna write a list or something. Marker in hand, she starts scribbling away at the weak tissue paper, somehow avoiding any major tears. She hands it to me and I fold it, stuffing it into my back pocket. I hope he doesn't lose that.
Now you won't forget.
Thanks. I won't be long. The store's not too far.
I managed a terrifying Home Alone experience.
Alright, I'll be back soon. I give Natsuki a wave goodbye as I head out the door. Well, things are looking up so far. I'm pretty satisfied. I make my way to the shopping district. As I pass by, I notice an autumn leaf fluttering along the sidewalk. Is it fall already? Yo, I like this beat. No wonder there's such a chill. With the store now in view, I quicken my pace. I'm guessing that's what it is. Is that it? Family store? Oh, the store background they use in every DDLC mod that needs a store background. As I make my way inside, I'm engulfed with the warm aroma of the indoor heater. I take a basket from the rack and pull out the piece of tissue paper with the shopping list. Bacon, eggs, flour, caster sugar, whipped cream, chocolate? Also, I really dig the fact that you guys made the background an actual piece of, I think Bounty kitchen roll. Super dope. She really could have given me some quantities, because I don't know how much of these I should get. I have a limited budget, so that should give me a solid amount of how much I can get. I scoured the odds for each of the items on the list, crossing them off the list as I do. Bacon, sugar, whipped cream, eggs, flour. You know, I should get some stuff for dinner tonight. Good call. I could go for some grilled fish and rice. That sounds pretty good, to be honest. Now the chocolate bar. Fortunately, the snack aisle is just opposite the self-checkout tills. I skimmed through the mountain of snacks, unsure what would be to Natsuki's taste, until... Monica? Who looks like she hasn't gotten any sleep, like, at all.
Oh, Kellen, fancy seeing you here.
Monica? What's she doing here? Hi, Monica. What's going on?
Oh, nothing. Just getting some snacks for the club. What about you? You don't exactly look ready for the club.
She chuckles in an attempt to lighten the mood, but I'm too tired to laugh with her. She takes notice of my lack of enthusiasm but quickly backpedals.
Gosh, listen to me. My mind's still fixated on club.
Sugar-covered bacon. That sounds artery-clogging good, Anon. Artery-clogging, cholesterol-inducing, diabetes-causing, goodness. Also, poor Monica. I feel bad for Monica, man. Look at Monica.
Sorry, maybe it's a sign that I need a break.
Don't worry about it. I haven't been to school today either, so...
Oh? Why's that?
It's, been a rough week. I should keep it at that.
Are you okay, Kellen?
Her tone screams concern for me, and for a second I almost considered telling her everything. I quickly push that thought aside and give a vague explanation instead. I'm fine, really. I just don't want to get into it. Monica continues ransacking the shelves, indeterminately tossing all manner of snacks into the basket. They actually gave her bags under her eyes. Yeah, I noticed that when I first saw her, and I was like, why does Monica look so tired? I actually feel bad for Monica. She looks stressed. Has she slept? It's probably not right of me to ask. I mean, you're her club member. You're her club member, right? And you're her friend. She asked you if you were okay. I see nothing wrong with asking her if she's okay. Like, just out of common courtesy. I do anyway. Good. Are you? Huh? I mean, I meant, are you okay? Monica stops and takes a deep breath, averting her eyes. But within a second, she looks me in the eyes and smiles warmly. It looks like she's being genuine.
I'm okay, Kellen. But I appreciate you asking. It shows how caring you are.
Without another word, she awkwardly goes back to snack hunting. Nice one, Killen. I better change the topic. So, what are all those for?
Oh, I was planning a bit of a surprise party. But if you can't make it today, perhaps I should reschedule.
Oh, yeah. I'll definitely be in next week onwards, I promise. Monica's like,
Okay.
and she's like, oh yeah, you should reschedule about that. And Monica's like, fuck you. And I'm like, hey man, look, I'm sorry.
I'm just concerned is all. We're barely a club without you. So you being away is...
Also, is she not worried that Natsuki's not at school at all? Did she not realize that? She sighs, then smiles.
But if you're able to come next week, that's great.
I will. I gesture towards the snacks again. But, what's the occasion?
Well... You know better than any of us that Sarah's been feeling pretty down lately. So I wanted to plan something nice for her and cheer her up. Just a nice planned out welcome back event to the club. I want to show her that we really care, you know?
That sounds great. That's really thoughtful of Monica, planning an entire party for Sayori. If nothing else, she'll love the snacks. Speaking of which, well, if I could just suggest something. I grab a large bag of white chocolate and hand it over to her. Monica turns over the bars and her eyebrows raise as she reads over the nutritional label.
Isn't this a bit too sugary?
That's the point. This is Sayori we're talking about after all.
Aha, good call. I'm a bit clueless I'm a bit clueless when it comes to these kind of things, so I appreciate the direction.
I would be too, if I hadn't known her for 13 years. So, don't worry about it. Unsure what to pick for Natsuki, I take a safe bet and grab a carton of cupcakes, placing it in my basket. Monica and I head over to the self-checkout tills, both of us scanning our items, waiting to be rung up so we could pay. Since you're gonna reschedule the party, wouldn't it be a good idea to hold off and buy these things later? Why? I mean, she just have them at her house and bring them to club when need be. I don't see an issue with her buying them now. If anything, she'll be more prepared. She shrugs nonchalantly.
Well, I'm already here. I might as well get them now. I can afford it, so it'd be a waste to have to put all these back on the right shelves. I'll toss them in the fridge and bring them in on Monday. They'll stay fresh by then.
Exactly my point. I guess. And what are you gonna be doing at the club instead?
That's a good question. I haven't really thought of that. Oh, maybe I could suggest they write a poem during the club hours. It could encourage some cooperation. Maybe they could develop their writing styles with each other. Oh, this could be wonderful. I would really love it if we could treat the club more like a team. Could you imagine Natsuki and Yuri writing a poem together?
I love Monica looking tired and trying to look smug at the same time. It's great. As she goes on with her uncharacteristic rapid tangent, I realize something. I can't really say anything about Natsuki's absence. I guess she just have to figure out on her own. I hate having to keep secrets like this, but I made a promise. Yeah, that would definitely be interesting. For sure.
Yeah.
After paying for our items, we head out the store with our bags in tow.
Well, I guess this is where we part ways. You sure you can't come to the club?
I'm sure. I do some bad juggling to reach to my phone and glance at the time. Oh crap. Running way later than I should anyway.
I see.
Yeah. It was nice seeing you, Monica.
So, Monday?
I wouldn't miss it for the world. Sayori needs the support.
Great. I'll see you then. And take care, Killen.
She turns away and walks down the other side of the street, heading towards school. I start my way home, walking at a brisk pace. Monica hit it well, but I could feel her disappointment. Did she? I mean, she clearly showed how disappointed she was with the fact that we weren't going to be there, even though Natsuki wasn't going to be there. But I guess Monica didn't know that. And when Natsuki doesn't show up either, I sigh. Why is nothing going the way I thought it would? The first time I talked to Monica, she seemed like she had everything together. But now she looks like she hasn't slept in days. Sayori's depressed. Even if I could see the future, I wouldn't have believed it. I mean, Natsuki's living in my house, for God's sake. For crying out loud. And me? I am slowly but surely falling into an utter mess. If I'd known the stress and anxiety of being involved in the literature club would cause, I probably wouldn't have joined in the first place. Well, no, duh. But how are you supposed to know everything would just spiral out of control like this? How are you supposed to know everything will fall into a burning ring of fire? I mean, who would? It was all cute girls and fun poems at first. Now it feels like I haven't seen words on paper in years. But Regardless of how I feel about the whole ordeal, I'm not leaving anytime soon. If I hadn't joined the club, Natsuki would still be stuck with her abusive dad, with nobody to help her. And Sayori, she'd be Gonzo. Sayori would be Gonzo. I feel my chest tighten as my heartbeat accelerates. I struggle to maintain my breathing, so I hold myself against the wall and regain my composure, keep myself from collapsing. You know, I'm not a big fan of him having all these constant panic attacks and post-traumatic stress episodes. Makes you really feel bad for your boy. Honestly, truly. However, that does little to stop my mind and heart from racing. Would she? Don't know. Doesn't matter. Didn't happen. I'm here now. And I need to keep myself together. If only to help Natsuki. And be there for the club. The club? It's funny, really. I joined a literature club and I still haven't read a single real book. Ironic in a way. I'm sure Natsuki would disagree. Oh, because manga is literature. And I guess you never read the book Yuri gave you. I lift my bags to my not-so-injured arm and start walking again. I need to hurry before we have another panic attack, because, oh boy, sure love those panic attacks. MC might need some hydroxyzine. MC needs something and all. He sure does need something. Whatever will help him. Whatever help. In this case, our man is not looking good. Hydroxyzine. I could read drug names, I swear. Still reeling from the encounter with Monica, I reach my street with my groceries in tow. The bags themselves aren't hefty, but I feel my arm is going to give out. Well, that's fair because you did fall from a 2-story window. That's what I get for not sleeping well, or eating well for that matter. To be honest, I'm not doing anything well at this point. Poor boy. I walk up to the front door and shove it open with my good shoulder. I'm home. Hauling the bags over to the kitchen, I lift them up before setting them down on the counter. One of them slouches over to the side, the carton of cupcakes I bought for Natsuki sliding out in plain view. Oh, hello, Avant-Garde. I had a pretty good day today, actually. Got a lot of good stuff done, and I'm very excited to be here right now. Streaming for you guys, and I hope you're excited to be here. Be sure to hit the like button on the way in, because it shows me how hyped you are for the stream, and how hyped you are for this sick soundtrack. We just got back from the grocery store. Almost immediately, Natsuki's arm reaches around me and snatches it away. Yoink! Hey, I was planning on making some actual food first, you know.
A little appetizer wouldn't hurt.
Really, Natsuki? Cupcakes are appetizers? Bruh. She shrugs her shoulders. Also, by the way, Avant-Garde, I have a check the description. There's a link to the J Killin Discord server. Come join and we can hang out and talk. Well, I didn't know what kind of chocolate you prefer, so I just got some cupcakes instead.
Hey, I'll take anything at this point. Thanks.
No worries, Natsuki.
If you really want to know, though, white chocolate rules over all.
Oh, so Sayori and Natsuki and Sayori have the same taste in chocolate. Duly noted. Well then, if you don't mind me, I'll go ahead and cook us up some dinner.
Hey, wait. I'll come and help.
No, stay put. I'll handle it.
You sure about that?
Just because I can't bake doesn't mean I can't cook. I mean, I'd be pretty screwed if I didn't know, living alone and all.
Fair enough. Just don't burn down the house, okay?
What do you mean don't burn down the house? I live here.
I didn't just move in after all.
Har har, very funny. If you smell smoke, you know what it is. I grabbed the apron slung over the oven door handle and tied it around my waist. It's just laughing uproariously.
That is amazing. I wish I had my phone with me, cause this is art.
Hey, either I wear it or you do.
Oh, well, yeah. At least I can pull it off.
Sure, sure.
Well, I'm gonna go find us something fun to watch. You work your magic, okay?
Uh-huh. Natsuki chuckles as I head back into the living room. Alright, cooking skills, don't fail me now. So, Avant-Garde, Anon, I wonder what our boy's gonna cook for dinner. I think he said he was gonna make, fish and rice, but maybe he changes his mind. Well, it's not the worst thing I've ever made. Oh, well, that's reassuring. But it's clearly not my proudest meal. I hope it's serviceable. I take a plate in each hand and bring them both into the living room. Oh, and Natsuki's eyes completely healed for some reason. That's interesting. I just remember her eye had a bruise on it. Next thing you know, no bruise on her eye. Oh, BLT's probably. You think so, Anon? Oh, I guess we'll probably see. Natsuki, having heard the noise, rushes up and snatches her plate out of my hand before returning to her seat. I join her, resting my meal on my lap. She picks up her fork and knife and gets ready to eat. Makeup. Oh, you think that's what it is? She put makeup on? I don't recall her having makeup, but I mean, I don't know. Maybe they know something I don't know. I start digging into my own plate. It's not exactly the best meal I've eaten, but it works. I take a glance at Natsuki, curious as to how she's liking it. She's tearing through it at an Olympic pace. Nice. Natsuki's maybe a mutant with regenerative healing. Is that what it is? Is that what it is, Avant-Garde? I don't know what I expected, but I guess edible is more than enough for me. Nah, take a breather, jeez.
But this is so good. But this is some good grub. I might have just underestimated your cooking.
She continues eating as she speaks. I didn't catch any of that. She pauses for a second, before finally swallowing her food.
What I was trying to say is, this is pretty good.
It's not my best, but I appreciate it.
This isn't your best?
I could whip up some mean instant noodles.
And suddenly I have no regrets coming here.
Regrets? It's just a joke, Killen. I shouldn't get too worked up about it. That's a relief. I'm really feeling scared for my man's here. It really doesn't take much to trigger him into having a panic attack. I'm really starting to get worried about him. Oh, by the way, probably best you didn't come to the store with me.
Yeah? How come?
I ran to Monica. She was stocking up on snacks for this surprise party for Sayori. It was supposed to be today, but when I told her I was going to be a no-show, she moved it to Monday. Natsuki stopped eating for a moment.
Huh. Something about that rubs me the wrong way.
Yeah?
Listen, I don't know Sayori as well as you, but just look, imagine if everyone knew about my situation. And then you decide to throw me a surprise party and tell me everything will be okay. When they don't really know jack shit about what I'm going through. Honestly, I'd be kind of pissed. It just seemed really patronizing to me. But, I don't know. I'm not Sayori. Maybe she would like it.
I haven't thought of it like that.
Just my 2 cents. Maybe you could bring it up with Monica?
I don't know. Monica seemed kind of out of it today. She's stressed out, that's for sure. After all the stuff with Sayori, the festival falling apart, people missing the club, she might just need something to go right, you know? You know, that's a good point. And from that kind of perspective, it's actually interesting to see Wretched Team showing the toll everything had on Monica. Like, like the festival falling apart, everything with Sayori, people not coming to the club, Monica would naturally be stressed the heck out right now. It's actually interesting to see that kind of toll taking place on her. Also, avant-garde or not, how do I sound? Is the music too loud? Is the volume too loud? Let me know how everything sounds, okay? And if I need to change anything. And like you said, Sayori's not like you. Maybe she will appreciate it.
We can only hope.
Yeah. Having demolished her meal, Natsuki moves her plate off her lap and onto the coffee table. Meanwhile, I'm only halfway done.
So...
Yeah?
Are you gonna finish that?
Damn, son. Everything's good. Alright, thank you, Anon. I appreciate that. Actually, yes, I am. If you're still hungry, you got that chocolate in the kitchen.
Nah, I was just messing with you. Thanks for reminding me about the chalky, though.
She says chalky? Bro. Okay, Natsuki.
I'll get to that soon enough.
Natsuki stands up, grabbing her dish and disappearing into the kitchen with it. I call out to her. Hey, Nat!
Yeah?
Also, I like the fact that she's okay with going by Not. I like that. I'm okay with that. You know, Monica still wants us to write our poems.
So
we should sit down and do that at some point.
I'll do you one better.
She appears in the doorway empty-handed.
How about we do our poems separately, then we save them for the club?
That could be exciting.
Plus, it means you won't get to read all the trash drafts of it.
But that's the fun part.
Sure it is. Did Monica specify a theme?
She did, but it was relayed. Oh. She did, but it relied on everyone in the club cooperating. And since we weren't there, we go quiet for a moment, silently brainstorming. Before long, though, I break the silence. Honestly, I might just try and make a start on mine now.
And you do that. I'm gonna go hit the hay. Thanks for the dinner, Killen. It was pretty good. As far as I was expecting from you.
Finishing my food, I place the plate down on the nearby coffee table. Well, if you're gonna live in my house, it's like I'm gonna leave you unfed. I stand up, gearing to go write my poem. Out of nowhere, I feel Natsuki's tight embrace. Aww. I return the gesture. After a few seconds, she slowly pulls herself away.
Good night, Killen.
Good night, Nut. She climbs the stairs, slowly leaving my line of sight. I wonder what that was all about. Anyway, I should probably get to that poem before I call it a night. I start heading upstairs myself. Oh jeez. That was my phone, sorry. As I reach the hall, I catch one last glimpse of Natsuki, closing the door to the spare room. Entering my bedroom, I take a seat on my desk, pick up a pen, and begin tapping the paper as I get lost in my own thoughts. I wonder what kind of poem he's gonna write. Only time will tell, I suppose. Saturday, the 30th of September, 2017. I'm rudely awakened by the irritating yap of my alarm, even though it's a Saturday. I haphazardly swipe at it in an effort to turn it off. In my dazed trance, all I do is manage to knock everything off my nightstand, including my alarm. Oh, that's a big oof right there. Still beeping, I force myself out of bed to shut it off once and for all. Since I'm already up, I opt to start my day earlier than expected and head downstairs. I also like the fact that it was blurry to represent him opening his eyes. There's a lot of nice little detail work here. There's little things that really make a difference, you know? I trudge into the living room and sink into the couch. As the cushy softness takes me in, I soon find myself feeling at ease with the calm, tranquil silence washing over me. For now, I'm left with my thoughts and the beautiful morning sunshine coming through the window. Considering the events of the past few days, this is exactly what I needed. I could finally relax and think clearly for once. No panic, no stress, no... My train of thought drifts off as the creaking of the floorboards upstairs yanks me from my peace. Looks like Natsuki's awake as well. I turn to face her as she groggily walks down the steps. Morning, Nut. She rubs her eyes and lets out a yawn.
Hey, Killen. What are you doing up so early?
I glance over at the clock and see it's only 8 in the morning. Oh, if it was only an hour later, then we could have done the whole Piano Man. Then we could have sang Piano Man. Oh well. It's not that early, you know.
It is for you.
Hey! She shrugs her shoulders as a smile creeps up to her face. I do feel that though. 8 o'clock is early in the morning for her. Actually, no, I can't even say that because now I wake up at like 8 o'clock in the morning now, actually. I never used to. I used to always sleep in late, but things change as you get older.
I don't know. You seem like the type to sleep through half of your Saturday. Am I wrong?
Well, not really, no.
Heh, figures.
Wait, figures?
Well, I'm hungry. I'm gonna make something.
Natsuki stomps her way to the kitchen. Leaving the comfort of the couch, I reluctantly follow her.
You got bacon and eggs yesterday, right?
Yes. Hey, yo, hey, wait a second. Hey, guy, look at Natsuki's apron. Let's take a moment to appreciate this. With a little paw print on it. Yo, this is adorable. Sometimes I wake up at 6 a.m. but still sleep it out. I feel that, no, and I could respect that. I mean, I do that too. If I wake up too early, I just go back to sleep. Because I'm like, this is too early for mere mortals to be awake.
Then, let's make some bacon and eggs.
I take a good look at her. Natsuki in an apron. Crap. She does pull it off. She does pull it off.
Hey, stop oogling and start helping.
That's not... I am not. Ugh, never mind. What do you need me to do?
How good are you at making bacon?
As good as I can be, I guess.
Stop being so wishy-washy.
By the way, press S key next time you hide a window. I could try that. Well, actually, I suppose I could try right now. No, oh. No, I can't do that because pressing S, S is the screenshot key. So all that does is just save a screenshot for me. But thank you for the suggestion though, Anon. I appreciate you looking out for me.
You gotta have pride in the things you're good at.
I don't exactly take pride in my cooking, not.
Don't sell yourself short, Killen. Even I gotta admit, dinner last night was pretty good.
I'm happy you liked it.
You should be. The Natsuki seal of approval is a rare artifact sought by many.
I bet.
Alright, I gave you enough positive reinforcement. Now, go make some bacon.
Yeah. I'm gonna bring home the bacon for you, Natsuki. So, I take out 2 large plates from the for the washing rack by the sink. I grab the bacon strips and lay them out on the cold pan. And make sure to keep them somewhat close together. Figured you wanted to save a moment. Aw. Aw, thank. You know what, Anon? I like you. I like you, Anon. You're pretty cool. I appreciate you looking out for me. It's very thoughtful of you. Anyway, I make sure to keep them somewhat close together. I slowly turn up the heat. Now, it's time to wait until they start to sizzle.
Killen, you forgot these.
Huh? What did I forget? She throws a pair of tongs my way. Of course, tongs. How did I forget that?
How do you like your eggs?
I like them scrambled.
Good choice. Next time I'm not living with a complete idiot.
What's that supposed to mean? What would have happened if he didn't say I liked them scrambled? What if you liked them sunny side up or over easy? What's the wrong answer?
Poached.
Okay. Fair enough.
Still good, but by far the worst way is egg. By far the worst is as far as eggs go. Though, yeah, you're still an idiot.
I just can't catch a break, can I?
I can't let you get soft on me.
Oh, soft? Says the girl has an entire Parfait Girl box set.
Parfait Girls is amazing. Shut up. Hell, even you like the series.
Sure, but do I have an entire box set though?
Not like you'd want one in the first place.
Well, yes and no.
And what does that mean?
I wouldn't want one of my own. Because I couldn't imagine reading it without you. Wow! Wow! Yo! Yo, my man Killer being the smooth operator. If that isn't the flyest, smoothest thing I've heard him say, I don't know what it is. That was so fly.
And Natsuki's like, oh, damn, I see.
And then Killen's like, yeah. And I ain't walking it back though, I mean it. I can hear a pin drop from across the kitchen. Quick to salvage the silence, I pipe up. Well, you know. Smooth McGrew. Exactly, Anon. Smooth McGrew. By the way, I adore Smooth McGrew's channel. I haven't watched his videos in a while, but I love his acapellas. He does such great work, it's fantastic. I just enjoy your enthusiasm for it. You know? Bro, just admit it. You're attracted to Natsuki. Come on, man.
Sure.
Hey, all I'm saying is that it's cute how invested you get into the story. Natsuki grabs an egg and cracks it on the rim of the bowl, dropping the yolk perfectly inside.
You see that egg, Killen? This is you if you call me cute one more time.
Yeah?
And that's gonna be your skull after I'm done with you.
Oh wow, I'm so scared. Sunuri MC. He's like, you know what? Avant-garde. That's because he's been with Natsuki for so long. Natsuki's starting to rub off on him. That's basically what it is.
You should be.
I pay no attention to Natsuki's empty threats. The bacon started to buckle and curl. Grabbing the tongs, I drag and turn the strips, trying to get them as crispy as possible. I'm a bit tense as the fat splatters around, ready to burn me if I'm not careful. I should be fine, as long as I keep my distance.
You know, I was looking for a paper to write my poem on last night, but guess what I found instead?
Oh please, enlighten me.
3 whole stacks of that crappy shonen manga. What was it called again?
Is this her sweet revenge? That manga's great! People only hate on it because it's popular.
Or maybe, just maybe, you have really bad taste.
Come on, it's not as bad as people. Ow! Out of nowhere, I feel a burning sensation on my arm. I think I got hit by the splattering bacon grease. That sucks, mate.
Careful, Killen. Careful, Killen.
Yeah. I just got caught off guard.
Alright.
I got caught off on guard. Badoom. She turns her head back to she turns her attention back to the eggs. This is so embarrassing. He was on a roll. He was doing so great, and then flop. It's just he was riding high, and then he went down low. Poor boy, poor boy. Anyway, let's get this over with so I could go take a long shower. I hear that, my man. Maybe even a cold shower. Uh-oh. Wait, a cold shower? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay, maybe not. I'm not a psychopath. Maybe if I'm lucky, she'll slip up too and I won't look like a total idiot. I get back to my bacon chips. Defeated for now. They're starting to look really crispy. I keep moving them with the tongs just to make sure I got every spot. Eventually, I deem them prepared enough and start distributing them between 2 plates. Any ideas for drinks?
Something hot.
Well, I've got coffee. I've got a pack of green tea.
Oh. Have you got hot chocolate?
I'll go check if we have some then. Hot, hot, oh we got it. Hot, hot, oh we got it. Hot, hot, so we got it. Hot chocolate. I open up the cabinet and eventually I find a box of hot cocoa powder. I start boiling the water. Keep it, cook it in the pot. Soon you got hot chocolate. I guess we're in luck. I take out the box, shaking it in front of Natsuki. She smiles at me while continuing to scramble the eggs. I open the cabinets and take out 2 mugs, one pink and one red. Oh, of course you just happen to have a pink mug. But of course, this is just all too convenient, might I say. I don't need to ask where the bright pink mug with cat ears came from. Natsuki's preparing what seems to be the most fluffy serving of scrambled eggs I've ever laid my eyes on. Yo, Natsuki's a pro. I adore this. She places the plate of eggs on the table as I continue to tend to our drinks.
Hey, Killen, come here. I want to teach you something. You see these wonderful, crispy-looking bacon straps?
That's a lot more positivity than I was expecting.
They're missing something.
And what would that be?
Seasoning. That's how you bring a dish together.
That's news to me. I've never seasoned bacon before a day in my life. So I wonder what kind of seasoning Natsuki puts on her bacon.
Proper seasoning.
Huh. I didn't know you were even supposed to season bacon. Neither did I. My mug's a deep shade of blue. Hey, that's cool. I have a blue mug too, actually. Now that I remember it. Heck, I even have a dark blue water bottle, so that's actually pretty cool.
Well, if you're gonna season it, you should be before you fry it up. I always like the sriracha and sesame marinade.
Huh.
Back when I used to.
She saw it for a moment before pepping back up.
But hey, live and learn. Some fresh ground black pepper and garlic salt would do for now.
Season away then, Master Chef. She starts looking through the cabinets, eventually taking out 2 containers of multicolored powder. I don't know what they are, I don't know what they do, and I have no idea where they came from. You know, my man has never really done any cooking then. I at least know what garlic, salt, and black pepper are. Damn. Have they always been there? I really need to keep better track of what I have. Yes, you do. I just cooked bacon in oil. Never had it seasoned before. I've never seasoned before either. I didn't know that was a thing. But Nasi makes it sound like she just soaks her, like she marinades her bacon before she cooks it. That's what it sounds like to me. And marinating meat sounds different than actually seasoning meat to cook it. But hey, you learn something new every day, right? How does the seasoned bacon taste like? I would assume it tastes like whatever seasonings and marinade you put on it, but honestly, Avant-Garde, I couldn't tell you. I'd have to try it myself sometime. Although I think I've had brown sugar bacon before, and brown sugar bacon tastes very sweet. So, with a pinch of each of the powders, she starts distributing them among the strips. From where I'm standing, it looks like it's some kind of evolved witchcraft. Bubble, bubble, toil and trouble. I hope she's not trying to poison me. I guess that's the difference between my cooking and hers. She uses actual seasonings and knows what they are. She does it for the art. I do it to survive. I feel that. Well, I do it to try to survive at least. She slowly steps away from the dishes.
It's ready.
Well, let's just get these drinks finished up and we'll dig right in. I put the hot cocoa in the mug and pour the boiling water in. I mix the contents with a tablespoon, making everything even. I quickly prepare my coffee as well. Natsuki goes ahead and heads into the living room. You don't eat in the kitchen with the perfectly good table right there? With my cup of coffee in hand, I follow, ready to enjoy our lavish breakfast. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Walking up to the couch, I place my drink on the coffee table in front of her. Oh, I place the drink. She takes a whiff of the hot chocolate. I can't help but note the resulting smile.
Hey, Kellen, did you switch our drinks?
Nope, there's coffee in this, hot choc in that. Why do you ask?
And why'd you put your coffee in the bright pink mug with cat ears?
Because obviously, a bright pink mug with cat ears is the epitome of manliness. Natsuki's like, uh-huh. Yeah. Honestly, I just wasn't paying attention. And she's just cracking up. She bursts into laughter, cackling away at my dumb joke. I crack a smile. The smell of freshly cooked breakfast. Sunshine pouring in through the windows. The steam emanating from our hot beverages. Natsuki sitting across from me, still laughing. It's weird. All this is happening right now, but it somehow already feels nostalgic. Just like how purple is a Vance color. Hey, purple is a Vance color. Purple is also the color of royalty. So I mean, technically, yeah, pink and purple could be very manly colors depending on how you pull it off. I start digging in. Let's start with the bacon. And you see how well my efforts have fared. You know what? Dude. That is a great call. Let's see how the bacon tastes. After a few bites, I conclude that it was just good enough. It's serviceable. Seems appropriate for something I made. Looking over at Natsuki, I see her take a taste of the bacon. And she's like, She seems to have taken notice to me trying to gauge her opinion. Not say, but, oh, let me be nice. She's looking at me. That bad, huh?
What? No way. They're decent, at least.
Okay, let's see how good your eggs are after you talk big game.
Please, no.
I take a portion of the scrambled eggs and stuff it into my mouth. He's like, oh my god, these eggs are great. He's like, oh my god, these eggs are incredible. Holy shit.
I couldn't hear you. Can you speak up?
These eggs are great.
What?
These eggs are great!
Ah, that's better. Told ya.
Yeah. Don't rub it in. I take a sip from the mug. This bright pink cat-eared mug. That's to add insult to injury. Hey, can I ask you something?
Sure, what's up?
The mug's yours, right?
Yeah.
Why bring this, of all things? Kind of a dead weight, isn't it? Surely could have used that space for something. I trail off as Natsuki glares at me.
It is not dead weight.
Sorry. I was just asking. If you don't want to talk about it, it's fine. I take another sip from the mug. Natsuki fidgets in her seat before speaking.
Christmas gift. From Dad.
Oh. I set the mug down on the table. Oh, I see. So it's one of the few nice things she has of her dad. So, and plus, it suits Natsuki to a T, right? So, of course, bring her with her. Sorry.
Don't worry about it. Besides, apart from that, it's just a plain old mug.
Fair enough. I habitually go for another sip, but catch myself before putting it back down.
So, what's the plan then?
Don't know. Not much to do when we're stuck here.
Parfait girls?
Maybe later. I don't know how much more I could take of cute girls doing cute things. I've seen enough of that this morning already.
Oh, what? Are gonna be your crappy lowest common denominator manga instead?
And suddenly, I'm struck with a genius idea. No, Natsuki. I won't read it. You will.
She's like,
We're going to read it.
She's like, no. Absolutely not.
Come on. I read Parfait Girls.
You liked Parfait Girls.
And maybe you'll like mine.
Maybe I won't. It's like, maybe I won't. You ever thought of that?
And I was like, how about no? Okay, then here's the $1 million question. You got literally anything better to do?
There's like 60 volumes. Let's be real. I probably won't be able to finish it in my lifetime.
That's why I said at first. That's what I said at first. I sat down and binged the entire series in 3 seasons.
Yeah, see? I had this thing called a life.
I knew she was gonna say that. Oh, really? I'm sorry, that came out so wrong. I was just trying to joke.
Don't even start.
Right. I'm sorry. You know, if you wanted, we could always change things up here. We could go for a little walk around the neighborhood, get some fresh air, you know? Being cooped up in here can't be that good for you. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no indeed, Avant-Garde.
Okay, I see where this is going. I'd love to go out. Don't take offense, Killen, because your house is nice. But man, being stuck here sucks. But, you know, there is a small, teeny tiny issue of my dad. What if he's in a neighborhood? What do we do then?
He lives on the other side of town. He's not going to find himself at some random suburb around here.
But what if he knows I'm with you?
And how would he know that?
Not saying, I don't know. I'm just thinking of the worst case scenario. I don't know. You're right, of course. I just can't shake the feeling.
Well, if you're scared of your dad so much, why keep the mug?
Huh? What does that have to do with anything?
I'm curious. Why would you keep a memento from him? Natsuki flinches back. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to push this on you.
You wanted to hear it, so... The stupid mug is probably the closest thing to a Christmas gift he gave me in years. I don't know why he picked a mug of all things. Must have been the bare minimum. I guess it gives me some kind of reassurance, and even despite, well, everything, he's still my dad. How can you say it after what
How could you say that when he beats you? I don't understand how you could just... Man, listen. It's stuff like that. See, man, stuff like this is complicated. And you can't just push your opinions on her like this. Because this is where you have to empathize and see things from her point of view. Because even though you're like, he's just a horrible guy, how could you think so fondly of him? Because probably Natsuki's father is the only family she has. And all her life she just wanted to be accepted. And she's hoping that at some point in time, this guy could just accept her instead of just abusing her. You know, this when you're longing for something from somebody for so long, you're willing to rationalize almost anything for the hopes of getting that from somebody. And that's what happens to a lot of abuse victims, which is very sad. But I mean, it's just, at this point, it's just a fact of life. So, I mean, it is what it is, man. But you can't just freak out on Natsuki like this. It's not good for her.
I can't help it. Being stuck with the asshole my whole life has done this to me.
It made you complacent is what it's done. I don't know how hard it's gonna be, but you do know you're gonna need to let this go, right? I mean, not the mug literally, but him. For the person who ran away from him, you're sticking up for him a whole lot. And suddenly, I realized, wait a minute. Did you not let me call the police because you didn't want to put your dad in prison?
What? No. It's a lot more complicated than that, okay? In fact, haven't we already been through this?
Well, yeah, but I just never got your lack of faith in the police department. I mean, surely they do something if you made a report.
You'd think that, wouldn't you?
Oh, is this because Natsuki already went to the police and they did nothing? Because she's underage?
I tried to, a few years ago. I went to them, told them everything I could, and nothing. Not a call or a follow-up. Nothing. Not a damn thing.
Yeah, it'd be like that sometimes, you know? Sometimes you trust the police to do their job and they don't. And then you're like, well, what am I supposed to do now? I did what they told me I was supposed to do, and then it didn't work. So, what do I do now?
They took my statement, I guess. I never heard back.
Police being more useless than Aqua. Damn, son.
I guess, in the long term, I should count my blessings that he never found out. I can't even say I'd be here if he had.
A tense silence washes over us as her mind races with the gruesome possibilities. She glares at the ground, then back to me.
Do you get it now? I mean, God, if he found out I was here, I'd be screwed. And you would be dead.
Natsuki stops in her tracks. You'd be... She waves her hand around her face.
You'd be as screwed as me. I shouldn't have listened to you.
What? What do you mean?
Coming here was a mistake.
My eyes widen at the sound of her words. To think she regrets how far we've come. I look off to the side to collect myself before facing her responding. Why do you think that? I mean, aren't you better off here than dealing with him?
Obviously, but what if he finds me with you? You might end up getting hurt.
That's just it, though. How would he even find us? He's on the other side of town. I know that alone isn't much, but it does make a difference. But But he doesn't even know who I am, let alone where I live. I know you being here puts me at risk as well, but what other option is there? It may be past the point of no return for you to go back. But in a month's time, you don't have to worry about him ever again. So, all we could do is look ahead and try to get through all this. Yeah? Without another word, Natsuki stands up and makes her way upstairs. Into the spare room, I'm guessing. I remain planted in my seat, running my hands through my hair. What the hell was I thinking? Bringing up her dad like that. It wasn't my place. Well, you're just trying to learn more about her situation, and technically you know more about her dad at this point than literally anyone else in her life right now. So, you're just trying to get a better understanding of things as much as anybody. I don't blame you, honestly. And naturally, this kind of thing was going to happen at some point. Could you have handled this better? Of course you could have. There are definitely much better ways of handling this. But to be fair, you're a high school student dealing with a tremendous amount of stress and mental anxiety issues, so I'm going to cut you some slack here, Killen. I stand up and consider following her, but stop myself in my tracks. No, leave her alone. She needs some time to herself. Opting to occupy myself with something, I head into the kitchen and start transferring yesterday's clean but damp washing into the dryer. Did I mess this up? I don't think so. I'm doing the right thing. I know I am. Sure, there may be a few kinks that need to be ironed out, but it's better than leaving her with him. I get the last of the clothes into the dryer, start fiddling with the options. Having configured it to the fastest option I could find, I press start and the machine quickly rumbles to life. But what do I do? How can I fix this? My mind immediately jumps to Sayori. She might know. Sayori's always had a knack for cheering people up. But maybe I shouldn't involve her in this. I can always use her as an emotional crutch. Especially now when she could barely keep herself together. Well, you don't know that she can't barely keep herself together. I mean, she seems to be improving a lot recently. Wouldn't you say so? I mean, give her some benefit of the doubt. Maybe Yuri? No, she can't know. Well, I guess I could come up with some kind of story to explain to her. Use the same story Natsuki gave to Sayori. But even so, how much relationship advice would Yuri be able to give? So, what about Monica? I imagine she'd probably know the most about, well, not relationship, but friendship advice. Also, I like how he's calling it relationship advice, like he and Natsuki are already dating. And I'm like, where did you two establish that you two were in an exclusive relationship? I thought you two were just friends. But she has more than enough on her plate already. Don't want to stress her out anymore. Well, looks like I'm on my own here. What would Natsuki appreciate? I could make her dinner, but it's not like that affirms anything. I don't think I was ever expected not feed her. Maybe we could buy her a new volume of Parfait Girls? Nah, it seems a little too materialistic. Not to mention, those volumes could get really pricey. I mean, he's probably not, avant-garde, he probably won't be able to handle it alone. I mean, let's be real. But the way the plot is going right now, I don't think he has a choice right now. So he's gonna have to do his best. Unless something happens to change his mind, in which case, hey, I'm all for it. Anyway, I'm not sure I have the money to burn on stuff like that. Noticing that the dryer has quieted down, I assume that it's finished its job. That was quick. That's the quickest dryer I've ever seen. That was fast. Opening a dryer under the sink, I grab a large bag. Opening a drawer under the sink, and grab a large bag and start stuffing the now dry clothes into it, one by one. As I get the last article of clothing in, something catches my attention. Natsuki's school blazer. The left sleeve ripped at the seam. Oh. Dang, I'm sad I had this spoiled for me, dang. I know what he's gonna do. Natsuki looks up from the copy of Parfait Girl she was entrenched in.
Oh. Hey, Killen.
Hi.
Do you need something?
Yeah, I feel like we use the word need outside of its intended purpose. I just wanted to check up on you and see how you're holding up.
I'm fine.
That's good. I've got your clothes, by the way. I have to bag it to the room, propping it next to her suitcase.
Oh, thanks.
She proceeds to try and shut the door to the room, but I stop it with my foot.
You mind?
Wait, her left eye peeks out from the little crevice left by the door.
What?
I shove her blazer through the gap. I saw this when I was going through the clothes and thought, if you're up for it, maybe we could try and fix it up. I dug out some sewing stuff from my parents' old room. Got it set up downstairs. We do have to go to school on Monday, so she slowly opens the door. Natsuki stands in the doorway, leaning on its rims.
Do you even know how to sew?
First time for everything, right? I crack a shaky smile.
I know a bit about it, but I've never actually sewn anything.
I guess we'll be learning together then. She allows Parfait Girls onto the futon before handing the blazer back to me. Yeah. Oh, I think she said, guess we'll be learning together, right?
Oh yeah, she said, guess I'll be learning together then.
And I'm like, yeah. I take the lead, heading downstairs. As I reach the living room, I take a seat on the couch, pointing toward all the stuff on the table. Strings, needles, this thing. I motion toward what I can only describe as a thumb-sized cheese grater. You mean a thimble?
A thimble?
Yeah, sure. Probably.
Well, looks like you got everything we need. We'll need. Short of a sewing machine anyway.
Good. I set the blazer down on the table, setting the sewing utensils to the side and trying to make space for it. Natsuki takes a seat beside me. Oh yeah, this is what I was referring to, because I saw somebody use this as their thumbnail for a video. I was like, oh, so this is what they're doing. We're having a little sewing segment. So, what first?
Well, why don't you try threading the needle?
And Natsuki's like,
oh my fucking god, you are so dumb. You need to thread the needle first before we can actually sew it.
Just as soon as I figure out what you mean. Just as soon as I understand. Just as soon as you start speaking English, I think I'll figure out what I'm supposed to do. She sighs, picking up the string and the needle.
Look, you see the needle? Look at the top.
The little hole?
Yeah. Now, you take the thread, and it's called a thread, not string, and you push it through the hole.
Alright. She hands them both to me. I take the needle in one and thread in the other. He's like, there we go. Very good. Closing one eye, I tried slowly to poke the thread through it. They actually animated that. That's so cool. I have a shoot, just barely missing the hole. Bro, it's not that hard. How are you this bad at this? Crap. I try again, even slower this time. For just a second, it appears as though the thread is through. Oh, you thought, mate. You thought, mate. You thought, mate. You thought, mate. It ain't that simple, partner. Yes! Okay, now what?
Now you tie it up.
That'll hold in place. Oh, come on! While distracted, my hand drifted away, pulling the thread back out of it. Damn it! He's like, damn it! Fuck! I messed up.
You want me to give it a try?
Nah, I'll get it. Eventually. I give it one more go. Very delicate, deliberate movements. Nice and slow. Nearly there. Ah!
Oh, you got to be kidding.
I sneezed. Yo. Yo. Hey. Hey, that wasn't my fault. It's the dust. The stuff is ancient.
Ah, it's fine. Now, where's the needle?
I think I dropped it.
In the carpet?
Forget it. I'll just use this one. I go to grab another needle from the pile. Minoski stops me. No, you idiot. Because then you get stabbed by the needle.
Why don't I give it a try? I mean, how hard can it be?
Pausing for a second to contemplate, she pipes up again.
Well, I suppose I could have a crack at it.
Sure. Anything I could do in the meantime? She ponders for a second.
Not really.
Oh. Natsuki starts to attempt the thread the needle as I awkwardly stare at her hand movement. Also, Sven or Oliver, if any of you guys are watching this, could you guys tell me who actually drew out and who animated this whole segment here? Because I actually really like the expressions of the main character and Natsuki throughout this segment, and how everything is animated just so. Who is responsible for this little segment here? Because I really like it. I'm just putting that out there. She keeps on missing the hole. Here, let me help. I hold her hand up. I'm helping her steady it. Really? Because it looks to me like she already got the thread through the needle. I mean, am I missing something? Avant-garde, Anon, am I missing something here? Because it clearly looks like she has the needle through the hole here. I'm just saying. Wholesome seed so far. I agree, Avant-garde. This is a very wholesome seed. I'm loving every second of this. Oh. There we go. Okay. I'm loving every second of this. This is fantastic. Eventually, she finally inserts the thread into the hole. There we go.
Thanks. I'll take it from here.
I let her go and she begins to loop the thread around the needle, tying a knot.
Aha! See? There we go.
Maybe the other needle. Yeah, hopefully the other needle doesn't come back into play. I raise my hand, ready for a high five. She shakes her head, not wanting to let go of the needle. Which, thinking about it, makes total sense. I solemnly lower my hand. Disappoint. She begins running the thread through the blazer, connecting it and the sleeve. Each movement causes her to noticeably tense up. A bead of sweat cascades down her forehead. I should probably help out. What are you gonna do? How do you suppose you're gonna help out here? Natsuki, how about I give it a shot now?
Are you sure you won't screw it up?
Mostly.
Good enough. You know what to do?
Yeah, I've been watching.
Here you go.
She hands me the needle, careful not to pull on it too hard. Take it over. I take the jacket sleeve and hold it over the seam. Carefully, I push the needle through, pulling it out the other side.
You managing?
Just being careful. I push it back towards me and begin repeating the process. Oh! Oh, okay, now I get it. we're looking at the point of view of the ripped jacket sleeve. That's what this is. Okay, because that's what they did with the phone, and now they're doing this with the jacket sleeve. That's actually, I've never seen any of the mod do this before. So you know what? That's actually pretty cool.
Hey, now you're getting the hang of it.
I know, right? I surprised myself a little.
Truth be told, you surprised me too.
I'm full of surprises.
Grouse.
A bit of a chuckle escapes me. Natsuki balls up her fist, shooting me a threatening look. I fake a look of fear, following it up with a grin. Refocusing my attention to the blazer, I continue my sewing efforts. As I'm moving the needle through the sleeve, I accidentally prick my finger. Ow! That's what the thimble is for, you dingus. I instinctively go to suck the blood from my horrific injury.
You dumbass. That's what this is for.
She holds out the thimble. Why didn't you give me that before I started?
I didn't think you'd mess it up again. Just hand it over.
I hand over the blazer needle to Natsuki, and she continues where I left off. Eventually, we're finally done with our botched attempt at sewing.
I think we're done.
Are you sure?
It looks presentable enough. The sleeve is holding up fine, so I guess.
Oh, look at that. Oh, let me do that. Oh, look at that. Yeah. It's actually the first time I've seen the blazer over the casual clothing. That's pretty unique. And you can see a little stitching over there. Wow, they did a good job. She slowly puts on the blazer, trying to make sure she doesn't rip the stitches open.
So, what do you think?
Well, it's functional.
It looks bad, doesn't it?
No, I think there's a charm to it. Like ripped jeans?
You know, I don't know how comfortable I am taking fashion advice from you.
You can always take a look yourself. I grab my phone and point the camera at Natsuki. Say cheese.
Wait, what? Dude, what the hell?
What? It's just a picture.
Yeah, but you informed me first.
I did. I told you to say cheese.
I meant with a proper warning. There's a lot of steps involved in taking a good picture. I don't want to look bad.
Really? He's just taking a picture so you can see how the sleeve looks. You don't have to be such a drama queen about it. Oh, I don't know. I think you look great. I shoot her a gentle smile. She flinches back, her cheeks turning a bright shade of red.
Don't be stupid.
Just take a look at it yourself. I turn the phone over to her, showing her the photo.
The jacket looks alright, I guess.
I don't really think the jacket's the highlight of the photo.
Ugh. Whatever.
Natsuki takes off the jacket, mumbling under her breath. I can't help but laugh at her inability to receive compliments. She sets the blazer down on the arm of the chair. We both take a seat, relaxing from the mess that was trying to sew. I try to strike up some conversation, but our earlier argument is still hanging over me. Well, Killen, now's as good a time as any to own up to your mistakes. Hey, Natsuki?
Yeah?
I'm sorry for what I said today. It was way out of line.
Don't worry about it too much. I get it. This whole situation is just so complicated.
She grows silent, seemingly contemplating what she's going to say next.
So, we've got time to kill. Like, a lot of time. TV or Parfait Girls?
Hardest question of my life. Just kidding. Parfait Girls, obviously. Well, this was a day that had a